My name is David. I'm from Ghana. I've been teaching for the past 13 years in Ghana, Vietnam, and currently I'm in Jakarta, Indonesia. I teach IBDP, Biology, Environmental Systems and Societies, that is ESS, and then Science using the Australian curriculum. I teach grade 7 and 10 Science in my current school here in Jakarta, Indonesia. Exactly 3 months after receiving my license, I got this current job. And this current school job is a real international school. It's very different from all the schools I've taught at in Ghana and Vietnam. So prior to my certification, I've been teaching for some time, and I actually developed a love for teaching when I was in my college days because I used to tutor my colleagues and they enjoyed my tutoring. When I finished my first degree, I went to cover a physics class for a friend, and initially I didn't want to teach physics because physics was my worst grade in my secondary school exam, so I didn't want to teach physics. But at the time, I couldn't find any replacement to cover my friend's physics lessons. So I went in to cover, and then I was given a full-time appointment to teach physics in that secondary school. Yeah, I started teaching then, and I'm here now. Like I said, I love teaching because it gives you the opportunity to be part of people's lives. And currently, I can say that I've been part of people's lives, not only in Ghana, but in Vietnam. And currently, the school I'm teaching at, the students come from many different countries. So getting this opportunity to be part of their lives is something I always cherish. I think the best trait any teacher can have is the ability to live with people peacefully and in a very professional way. Especially with the students. As a teacher, if your students have the impression that you like them and they also like you, it makes your lessons very easy. So I think developing the characteristic or the trait of living cordially with people, just being nice to anyone you meet, it goes a long way. Aside that, of course, you need to be very proficient in the subjects you are teaching, and then also you should research and then find out which credentials are highly sought after in the countries you intend to teach at. So once you get these things checked, I think it will make your teaching journey relatively easier compared to others. And of course, you should also start applying very early. If you are looking for roles in schools, let's say next year, starting August, when many international schools start their academic year, you should start looking for opportunities now. The earlier you apply, the more time you have to process your visas and other documentations before you be able to relocate to your countries. So I think you should just consider all these if you are interested in teaching. I think one of the most important things I learned or picked up during the Moreland program is during the Zoom meetings, during the VCs, the virtual classroom experiences. You get to learn so many things from your instructors and your colleagues. I'm currently using some tools here which I discovered during the VCs in my Moreland program, and it's been very, very helpful. Next 2 months, there will be a teacher conference here in Indonesia. That is the PYP DP Dunia Network Indonesia Teacher Conference, and I've applied to facilitate a session in the conference. I'll be talking about a tool that I discovered during the Moreland program because it's been very helpful. It's a very helpful tool. It saves teachers a lot of time in lesson planning, in differentiation, in creating worksheets, and I wouldn't have known this if I had not gone through the Moreland program. So you get to learn so many tools, you get to learn so many techniques and skills, and more importantly, you get to meet so many people that could eventually become your lifelong career connections that will create so many opportunities for you in the future. So yeah, these are the most important things I picked up during my study with Moreland University. I think the online aspect of it makes it very flexible for any teacher all over the world. You can take advantage of this because you learn online. You just choose a time that fits your schedule at school or at work. And even if you will not be able to attend a meeting for some reason, you can easily send an email to your instructor, and they are very flexible. When I completed the master's aspect of the program, I had to pause for some time because I was preparing for my baby, and my Moreland advisor, the instructors, they were very understanding. I was given the time off to prepare for my baby, and after the baby came and I was prepared to continue, I came back and then completed the program. For anyone who is interested in international education, first off, you will need a credential that is highly sought after. Getting a US teacher license is something that goes a long way if you are really interested in an international teaching career, and getting it through Moreland University makes it even very easy because you get to learn with so many educators from all over the world. You get to learn so many perspectives about so many different aspects of teaching and education, and you get to arm yourself with some tools that will help you for life. And the payment options too are very flexible. The fees, when you compare it to the program fees of other programs, Moreland has relatively affordable fees, and apart from that, they have very flexible payment options that can actually ease your financial pressures as a working professional. I don't know whoever is watching me, but if you really want to take advantage of getting a US teacher license in your international teaching journey, do consider training with Moreland University. It demands planning. You would really have to plan and then understand that you have some commitments you need to meet. So if you have a VC this week, you plan and then schedule a time that fits your schedule. You plan and then set aside some time to complete assignments. And I think the most challenging part of the program is the classroom clinical aspect. You go to class and then record yourself teaching. Not so many people are familiar with being on camera, and then sometimes you would have to deal with school regulations, capturing students on video. You would have to consider all these and then prepare for that because they are requirements you need for the program. Of course, during your VCs or during your Zoom meetings, you would get advice from your cohort members, you get advice from your instructors as to how you can do these things best. Once you take the advice and then prepare and then sacrifice some time to complete all these requirements, you'll be good. But you definitely need some time. You really need to prepare and then set aside time to complete all your assigned tasks or activities. Professional development is always very important for teachers because first off, it will help you grow as a teacher because you get to learn new ways or you get to learn better ways of doing your job. And then secondly, when you have this professional development certificates on your CV, it just demonstrates to your potential employers or future employers that you're a teacher who is dedicated to lifelong learning, and you'll be able to motivate their students once you are given the opportunity. And then also, when you hold a US teacher license, I have a standard teacher license from the District of Columbia, which you get to renew it after every 4 years. And the renewal requirements, you need to submit some certificates to prove that you've completed some professional development in line with your subject area, in line with pedagogy. It's like a win-win situation. You are using one stone to kill as many birds as possible. You going through this professional development with Moreland, and you use the certificates as part of your renewal documents. So it's always a win-win situation. Once you have the time, you can just dedicate some time on your schedule in a week and then just take advantage of the professional development programs Moreland has. I'm definitely looking for better opportunities because where I come from, I do have a lot of financial commitments. So if I'm to get better opportunities elsewhere, it will help me a lot. It will save me a lot of headache because I'll be able to help so many people back home. And then of course, my wife's family too. I'm looking forward to getting more opportunities. And then also, I'm planning to go through some other leadership programs. I'm looking at the UK NPQs, the National Professional Qualifications, looking at some of these specialized certificates. I'll just get a training because that will also increase your chances of landing leadership roles in these international schools. So I'll keep doing this professional development to meet the renewal requirement of the District of Columbia teacher certifications, and then also look at this professional development that will get me closer to leadership roles in these international schools. One very important thing I think anyone or any teacher should know is confidence is very important. You need to be very confident. Being confident or courageous, it doesn't mean that you have no fear. It only means that you are acting in spite of the fear. Of course, you'll be acting with wisdom. You'll be acting, taking very calculated risks. But whatever it is, confidence and humility will take you places. That's all I've got to say.